Ready.
Welcome back, everybody. This is the last time we're going to hear it on season 1 to episode 20.
The season finale.
So 20 season 1, you know what I'm saying?
Finale of this season of CultrTalk, boys.
Yep.
We've just had graduation.
Literally.
Been a long journey.
We are now, I've got the titles, graduates.
Yep.
UCL graduates.
UCL graduates.
Don't forget UCL. All right. So we didn't really have an idea about doing seasons at first.
Nah.
But now it's I think it's best to do that is if we finish at 20 season 1, we're going to move on to season 2.
Yeah.
So best way to end it is at 20. It's a nice number, you know.
I think it's at the best time as well.
Yeah,
at the best time.
It's fun at a very good time. Number 20 is fun at a really good time, unintentionally. But I think this episode we're going to recap everything.
Yeah.
From start to everything that's happened in the middle to finish. And
So
when I say
where
start,
we are
I mean not start of just a podcast, start of coming to university to now being graduates. So let's start off with, but let's first of all, how are you guys?
Good.
How are you boys doing?
Good.
It's been pretty good, you know.
How's your week been?
Been pretty busy.
I've started working. Yeah.
Josh,
but we'll get into
Josh.
I've got a job. I've got a job. But we'll get into sort of what we're doing from now on in a bit.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think now that it's the season finale and we've just finished like graduating, I think like it's crazy where we started and where we've gotten to now.
Yeah.
I mean, we started the podcast originally in December, had hiccups, channel got taken down, restarted January 14th.
Yeah.
What was that
That was a weird time.
Very weird.
That was a really weird time.
Like, we didn't even know what happened. We just
had
got
no
taken
clue.
down.
We were just
we were like on
told.
WhatsApp talking to each other like, yo, like what is going on?
And we're so vexed by
We
it.
worked so hard at Christmas to walk towards that launch.
Yeah.
That was like our first 100.
Yeah.
We
We were getting
100
steady subs.
in that 1 month.
No, it was good. But things happen, you know?
January
But
14th relaunched and look where we're at now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So look, let's recap. We've just really started it for us, but let's recap why we made the podcast.
Yeah.
And the milestones we have hit and what these milestones mean to us.
Yeah.
So if you want to always want to say, why did we start?
I guess the way I always say to people is that all three of us, we came from like a similar background, similar like secondary school, and public school, similar schools, similar classes, everything. But we never had support coming into university, the same as certain other schools provided to their students or in that whole district.
Yeah.
So we wanted to bridge the gap between going from sixth form / college into university by giving the support to students, by giving them the information that they can't find on the university website, but getting it from us as a podcast. Yeah. That's how I usually explain it. Like, we want to bridge that gap between having no information at all and having to jump across from sixth form or college, which is like, it's like jumping from the bottom of a mountain to the top. Yeah. That's how university is. That's how like it was for me, at least. Yeah. That's how I'd say.
What was your motivation, Josh?
Me, personally, was trying to give a voice to students, but also for us to have a voice, and use our channel as a platform to highlight what students are doing, what we're doing. Sort of university's an anxious period going in, during, even after. And I think I wanted to start it just to reflect that and show a journey. And I think so many people who have commented and let us know that they genuinely have enjoyed the journey so much, however short. Like, we've literally only been doing it for what? 8 months? 9 months now?
Yeah. 9 months.
Which is crazy. Only 9 months. What day is it today?
Today is the
12th September.
12th September.
In 2 days, it'll be 9 months on the dot.
Wow.
And like, it's crazy to see that exactly what I guess we set out to do, we've achieved. Like, people have enjoyed seeing the journey. People relate to a lot of the content, and people want to see more. So what about you?
With me, I've always watched YouTube. I've always listened to podcasts and that, and I've always said that when we first spoke about coming to UCL, the first thing that came to my head is, let's go on YouTube and let's see how UCL is like. What is UCL about? I literally found nothing. Yeah. Like, and if I did find things, there was nothing I can relate to. And I understand not everyone's gonna reach the market that I'm part of or anything, but like, there wasn't like options for me. It was literally, you either watch this kind of video or there's nothing for you. So I didn't that's always been with me, that I didn't have any prior
reference point
points or anything before that. So yeah, that was always in my head, blah blah. And then it came down to it, like even being at uni, it was a shock. Like I've come in, I'm learning everything. Like I wish there was something there for me. So that's why in my head it was always a bit of a spin like that. I want to have something where I can probably provide for people coming up.
Yeah,
as that information. And I think that's what we've given. We've given such a different aspect of university, a different viewpoint of the university that not everyone has given.
Yeah.
So that's always been my point. Is to give people coming in more. Like at that time I was scared, like because I'm leaving sixth form, coming to a new university. I was worried. I was like scared. Like what am I getting myself into? So if it can help someone feel like better about themselves, and when they come to you say like, oh, this is fine. Like that's why I like.
And I think also more than that, like, I can't remember which one of you two decided on the name. Oh, actually, was it Saran?
Yeah, Saran.
Saran. Actually, Saran came up with the name.
the
Who was
background.
sitting in front of us.
I'll tell you a story about it. We were on a bus. We had just bought some Turkish tea.
Yeah.
We bought some Turkish tea on a bus. Random point to it, and I was on my notes in that time, just like, oh, I need a name for my podcast. I really need a name, and then I came up with like a short list, and I said culture.
Yeah.
Normally,
Wasn't it me and you? We were sitting and we said something to do with culture because like we're all from different places.
Yeah, that was also. But then you know how we had biculture before this. Then she was like, why don't you just add culture and then your talk show kind of thing, so culture talk.
We never thought of that.
No. But then what he said was actually a valid point. Is he said to me is we've all come from different kind of cultures, or we try and represent different kinds of cultures, which
we
is
all
culture
do
talk.
as we are now.
Yeah.
And I think even more than that, when you go to university, you realize whatever bubble you've been living in beforehand, whichever country, whichever place you come from, UK or international, you are exposed to so much more than that when you go to uni, in terms of the stories, and I think we've reflected that in the people, the guests we bring on, us as well, our own experiences. And I think we've managed to do that pretty well. Yeah. And
all the different upbringings coming into one. Basically.
Coming into one.
Bringing it out to everyone to hear.
Yeah.
Because everyone has a different perspective of how their experiences are, what they learn. Yeah. And that's what really like Culture Talk was about. Yeah. And that's what it came out as.
Yeah. What's also been mad is the milestones we've hit, boys.
The milestones are crazy.
I didn't think that it would get to a stage like this.
So like,
and like it's I don't know how to explain it sometimes. I get lost for words. Like the milestones that we have, like I can get on our phones now.
You can get on your like. What's crazy to me, even more than the subs, like even since we announced 1,000, we've got like 60 or 70 more. But like
for me, it's not even the. It's the people that have been. How much they've been listening.
Yeah, it's the watch time.
Watch time, and that is what has hit me.
Like
the most.
I don't think you guys will probably have an appreciation for how much time you spend watching. But like, I think it's something like. So it's been 9 months so far. So I think it's something like 270 or 80 days worth of content watched.
So
in just 9 months.
In 9 months.
Our lifetime watch time minutes is 394,928.
Search how much that is in hours, and then do days. It's actually crazy. Yeah.
Do you want me to do anything else?
No. That's good.
Any other
requests?
Tea, coffee.
Tea, coffee.
Now.
Yeah, I could deal with a tea actually. Yeah. English breakfast. 2 sugars.
Wouldn't mind a coffee.
Shaken, not stirred.
Might as well.
I can't even type, mate.
Add 1 sugar, please.
I didn't ask.
Someone will say, please go make me my coffee, mate.
That is 6,000. No, that's not 6,000.
Yeah, it should
God,
be.
You gave him the simple task.
6,582 hours. What? That's how much it is. And then, what do you want as well? Days.
That and days. 6,582 hours and days.
I'll just do that into a day.
That's
crazy. 274 days.
So, 9... Yo, that's crazy. 274 days out of a year, and we've only been doing it for 9 months. Yeah. And you guys have watched and listened
to us.
Like that's crazy.
That's what gets me. Like that's what I can't believe that someone's actually mental. Like that was our aim, is to not to have followers, is to have listeners.
Yeah.
That's what matters most.
Because
we're a podcast and we want listeners. We want people to take our stories or our talks and benefit from it. 274 days and it's only been 8-9 months.
Yeah.
Is
you know what? If you're watching this, comment below what's your favorite episode and why.
Yeah.
I want to
And
know.
why? We want to know why.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be good to hear. That'd be good to hear. So
Yeah.
like from season 1, you've been lucky enough to have 20 episodes from us. So if you could let us know from those 20, which one?
What are the highlights?
Yeah, which one do you like most? Right.
Even a vlog.
Yeah, even the
Even a
vlogs.
vlog, you
Even
know.
a
But
vlog.
especially podcast apps.
Especially podcasts, 'cause
Yeah.
that's like the main thing. But
Yeah.
Well, is there any other milestones? Well, I mean, the subscribers do mean something.
Yeah, definitely.
Like, I didn't think 1,000. Was it now? We're at
It's like 1,052 maybe.
something like that.
Yeah.
1,053
1,053.
subscribers we have right now. Like, did you think we'd hit?
Never.
Do you remember when we were
Never.
talking about
We said
1,000
like a year,
subscribers?
no?
Do you remember when we first set the channel up and we were
Yeah.
talking about we hit our first like 20, I think it was.
Yeah.
And we're like, oh yeah, imagine we get to 1,000. We're like, that is.
Yeah,
like,
that's true. We mentioned 1,000 as a
that's
potential
tight. We were
milestone.
like, let's focus on 100 for now.
Yeah, I remember that. But now like it's past 1,000 basically, and
Yeah.
it's just, obviously we don't focus on numbers. Listeners is more important, but like that is still. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like everything just helps when you see everything like that. It just helps
Kind of motivates you a bit
motivate
more.
you to do more.
Yeah.
But we've always said don't focus on like just that.
No.
On
We've
just
always
the
said let's
numbers,
focus on
no.
the content. Bring out all the content.
Also, the graduation vlog is out today. So,
Yes, yeah.
So if you guys haven't
Haven't
seen
seen?
that, go
check
check
it
that
out.
It was Bilal.
I was barely in it.
He's
but
barely in it.
I was a busy guy. What can I say?
Yeah,
I was,
he was with the
running
fam.
around.
I don't know where Bilal was.
I don't know.
He was
where
with
I
the
That's
fam
why
a lot.
be
so.
excited because your Lebanon vlogs, like movies,
It's coming
movies.
out.
I still have vlogs that
I
need
still
to be
have-
done.
I still have the Brussels vlog, like
Yeah.
I've got it all scattered in my phone. I haven't edited that yet. No
Yeah, I
time.
have 2 vlogs to do.
I went to Madrid, but I just
Yeah.
spent that as time away.
That's good, yeah.
Went to Disneyland recently. Again, I didn't.
Yeah,
vlog.
didn't
Just
vlog.
kept.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just didn't. If I feel the need, I'll vlog.
Yeah, you'll do it. Yeah, same.
It's just
same.
difficult. Like, you
Otherwise
can't
for-
vlog everything.
Or, yeah,
Yeah.
you can't. You
Because
can't.
sometimes I find it like it will just be repetitive.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, guys,
Just doing it,
like,
yeah.
it has to be something a bit more for me to want to vlog it. But anyway,
Same.
that's for something else. But like, you have what vlogs coming up?
Croatia still.
Oh, I need to see
Yeah,
that.
I need to see that.
And that's such a sick vlog, but like
Bangers.
there's so much content. And then me and Maya went to Greece. That one is so sick as well, but again, so much content to go through,
So you have to edit
so
all
much,
of it,
and I'm only halfway through Croatia, so
I mean, even my Lebanon one, I found new videos that I need to add.
not in it. You just keep finding videos on different
Pop out of nowhere.
phones, different
Phones,
devices. Yeah, so yeah,
Right.
Man.
got to do that.
Do you
And,
think we've covered that podcast?
Yeah, I think we've covered
you
cover
think-
recap.
You know what's actually also mad? Do you remember our first episode?
Yeah,
If you guys watch this on YouTube,
yeah,
if you look at the difference in
Quality. man,
audio
man.
quality,
Like we never had all of this.
but like
we had like
yeah. We had the
The
stands
stands.
and we had different
the
Yeah,
laptop.
snowball
That's
mics.
it.
snowball mics. We had completely
Well,
different
we
mics.
were doing a madness that
We were
time.
doing a
We were
madness.
recording on our own laptops.
Yeah,
That was crazy.
I
yeah.
tried to bring my brother's Canon, but
It didn't
then
work out.
it wasn't
we
working out
put
because
it-
of the record.
Cruciform building.
But that would have worked out now because we now do shorter podcasts.
Yeah, true.
But then we're
Yeah.
doing
I
long
film
form.
for an hour and a half.
Yeah.
yeah, there's one. Those
I was like to you guys, yo, we need to
We
chill.
need to
like,
cut, yeah,
I feel
yeah.
like this one might be a
Hour
bit of a
and a
long one though, because we've got
Yeah,
quite,
I
we've
mean,
got
it's
quite a few
finally
things
got a
cover
bit
in
to
this
get
one.
through. So
Yeah, but yeah, we've done the madness though from that
that time till now,
that's like
academic wise,
This
just
is how-
personally,
this little thing here.
that
Yes.
thing is
It's
a
a-
champ. That
it's a
thing
little
is
godsend.
that
and Josh
is-
having a good phone has helped as well.
yeah, yeah.
It's a Samsung.
Sometimes,
sorry.
yeah. So shout out Samsung.
All right, I think we've covered podcasts. Why
Yeah.
we started, what we believe in. I think we should move on to graduation.
Yeah. So
So what we have here is, how do we feel now? So let's answer that. So let's go step by step. How do we feel now? So now that graduation has happened, what is your body telling you, or what is your mind telling you right now?
I mean, I guess starting with the day, like I was just so happy just throughout the whole day.
Yeah.
Like it was just the sickest day, just to be with like family, friends, like obviously getting to see you lot, like knowing that we all came up like at the same time.
Yeah.
Maya,
We
Saran,
went through all the struggles.
some of the other like friends we would have on different courses, even like it's just sick to know that we all came up and getting to actually have finality to it.
Yeah. Honestly, likewise, man.
It's shocking, but like at the same time, like it's an amazing experience.
It's an amazing
just to have
experience, but it's like so hard no,
to
it's-
process.
I still can't process that.
Same.
Like, I'm not gonna like. I think at the end of this month, everyone goes back or something.
Yeah.
Or start of October.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna be going back.
you're not going to be going back.
It's,
Yeah,
it's a weird one because You know, after South Bank, we walked from Orange Street to Main Quad.
Yeah.
You know how many, just that 1 5-minute walk we had, you know how many flashbacks I had? I had flashbacks of like cold mornings, like it's cold but I'm sweating because I'm running to the lectures, of rainy days where I'm running into Main Quad. Like,
fifth pillar from the right.
So many flashbacks.
Yeah.
So many flashbacks of that, just that one walk that I used to constantly do that. And I'm not doing that no more.
No,
that's
yeah,
weird,
yeah.
like.
Literally, like I was just thinking, like it just all stops basically on that day.
Yeah.
It signifies the end of.
That's why it was like
That's
proper an
it.
emotional day.
Yeah.
Because you're thinking back, like you see all your friends there,
Yeah.
all the people that you've met, all the people that you know,
And it's like over now.
and it's like, okay, cool, like it's done now.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not
And
gonna see you in lecture no more.
And it's the same kind of transition that happens when you're going into uni, where the friends you would have had in secondary all go on their own pathways in life, and just everything changes.
Yeah.
It's just
It's
different
another one of
chapters.
those chapters. Yeah,
Yeah.
that
Everyone
is
moves on to the next step of their life, you know.
Exactly.
Lives, like,
yeah.
But like it's just mad to think about. But for you, it's obviously you can say it's different for you. Now,
Yeah,
'cause
mine's a bit different.
You are still a student, Josh.
Yeah, so if we're gonna move on to what we're doing, so
No, not just yet. If
No,
you,
not
if
just
you
yet.
don't want to talk about this, I want to also ask
yeah,
you
that's
guys.
what.
Did you ever doubt yourself?
Yeah,
Did you think
doubting-
you'd make it to this day?
So many times. The amount of times I told, well, not even necessarily said I wouldn't. So for me, 2-1 was the benchmark. Like, I still stand by this. Grades do not define you, but there's always something in having a personal goal that you set,
Yeah.
but making sure that you try your best to attain that, but not letting it define you if you don't reach that.
Yeah.
Because if you tried your best, at least you know you did your best. So 2-1 was that for me. I wasn't aiming for a first. A lot of people will want to aim for the top, but that was cool for me. And I ended up literally scraping the very edge of a 2-1, 60.4 to be exact.
That's how you touched it.
It's literally
His toe dipped in.
literally toe dipped. Yeah, literally. So I did not. And by the way, if I did think I would have done it, I really did think I would just scrape it, and I did, because in third year I found things so difficult. Second year was my best academic year.
Same.
Yeah, for you as well.
Yeah, that's
For
when
you
you
as well.
started, like, feeling like
Second.
I don't
getting
know
into
what
it.
it was
I
about
buckled-
second year. The
I
module,
buckled
you
down.
really,
I
I've
buckled-
never seen that
I
still.
buckled down.
I've never seen that.
I've never
That was
done in my
crazy.
I
life.
guess because like first year kind of hit us, and we were like, damn.
First
actually need to
year,
focus.
after how shocking I did first year, but
Yeah.
I slapped me in the face.
Yeah.
It did. I like.
He did tell ya.
I tell you,
I'll
it
tell
did.
ya.
I
I'll tell
came
ya.
back here and I was like, I ain't doing that again, mate.
I ain't doing that again.
I'm changing.
I'll change it. But yeah, so like,
You guys can laugh. I am funny. you guys can laugh.
We got an audience today.
No
you guys
laugh,
can
yeah,
laugh
innit?
sometimes,
no laughter. But yeah. So
Just give me a side eye.
I doubted myself the whole way from getting a 54 in first year. I was like, will I really be able to do this? Then second year was a bit of a high. And then
Third
third
year-
year, for me, it was low.
We had some burpees and hiccups.
Mad burpees.
Third
bro.
year for me,
Right,
third year
jumping
for me
around,
was
yeah,
it was like I went from that academic high of I loved every single not I loved it, but like every subject I was doing or course
Yeah.
I was doing, I was like good at it.
Yeah.
And then third year came, it was just a bit of like I was just mellowed it out, just went.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I was just
Yeah.
Mm.
And I was just
Yeah.
a bit like
Yeah.
it's just third year.
When I came into UCL, I was like, I'm gonna get first.
big,
Second year,
big dreams.
big dreams.
Big
I swear.
dreams.
I was like, I'm coming into this kind of uni. I
Yeah.
need to aim from the top because I'm going to the top.
Yeah.
But
And
if
then-
you from the start didn't talk so much shit, then maybe
Well, look where I am now, mate. Yeah, I'm doing pretty well for myself. Like I went from saying I want to get a first, and then I went after second year. Like
Yeah.
we all had like a little hiccup in first year. We buckled down in second year,
Yeah.
and then when we were going through third year, I was like, maybe a 2-1 isn't too bad, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
for me, you know what it was? The first year for me, I think I struggled the most was I was treating it like it was Highgate Woods.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think I found it hard to get out of that. This is more serious than
Yeah.
your A levels. You need to put in a bit more of your own input into
Yeah.
it. You have to actually push for it. I feel like it's also hard because we've come to university, so we're obviously like getting used to
Exactly.
uni life, blah blah blah, all this sort of stuff. So like, it made it harder, and it's faults on my side and also faults on the uni side. I'm not taking full blame for
Yeah. Don't.
both sides. I think second year, yes, I don't know why second year I enjoyed the courses. I don't know.
Second year, I don't know
Don't
what
know what
happened
it
in
was,
second year. It
but
just
I just enjoyed.
Even with the minor hiccups of certain coursework modules, on the whole, it was just a good year. Exams, like courseworks, everything around it was just a lot better.
You just had our head screwed on properly. Like.
Exactly. And third year just completely unscrewed my head top.
Well, so third year annoyed me, man.
Whoa.
It's because we were just getting like hit.
Yeah, third year we had a lot of
body hits.
Body shots. Like, you know when AJ got knocked clean.
Yeah. That's exactly what it was. Unexpected.
Underdogs hit us nicely. Like it was. But so you said you did doubt yourself here and there.
Yeah, especially third.
What did you doubt yourself? You know?
I mean, sometimes I was like, I'd wake up in the morning after sleeping 2 hours, being like, do I really want to continue doing this?
Yeah.
Like that's what I had, like, because I can't study at home, so I have to go all the way to uni.
Yeah, I didn't doubt myself, but with me, I don't know. It's always been like that. I always come talk to you whenever I have a worry about. And then you would sit with me and would go through, I say, grades or whatnot.
Yeah.
Like I remember at the start of second year, I sat down with you because I was worried about how bad my first year was.
Yeah.
And I went into second year.
I remember this actually.
Do you remember?
Yeah.
And after speaking to you, and you're like, no, you didn't do as bad as you think.
Yeah.
And then you told me just do better this year, and I felt a lot better. And then, but I cracked on my
Yeah.
year. Same again with third year, especially with like dissertation. So I remember I spoke to you.
Yeah.
I remember from that day on, I just wasn't stressed anymore.
And the thing is,
I don't know why I have to come to you and
Yeah.
like, just like speak to you about the grades.
Yeah, you know,
So-
if you come to me, you're gonna get taken the piss out.
yeah, and the same thing that gave you what's it called? Reassurance that like you could do better is kind of the same thing which made me depressed in a way. Because I'd say in third year I got like to a point of depression. Because basically I calculate things like down to the T. So in first year when I was telling you your grade isn't bad, I knew that was because first year was weighted 11%, and that if we all worked hard and focused on the 33% second year, then we'd obviously boost our grades, and then third year's 55%. But then knowing that when we came back from Dublin, no one said Dublin, but Dublin. And finding like our dissertation, we had no help, and I just couldn't think of how I was going to start writing it, how it was going to finish, what the middle was going to be. Like, I was just lost.
Yeah.
And that put me like in a deep hole, because I was like, this is worth 2 modules.
Yeah.
And it's a 12,000 word research paper. So if this is not good, because I knew I was doing badly in another module as well, Python, because I was basically taking too long to get up in the mornings because I was too tired. I was just restless. It was just a mess. And everything relied on that dissertation.
You know how you said you went through like a really tough phase?
Yeah.
You didn't really show it. You didn't really let off.
I didn't read off at all.
Because I don't think I clocked that from you.
Yeah.
And Josh, he just puts his head down.
Yeah.
Like, that's
I know,
that's
like whenever I saw you, just had just a Josh look about you.
That's the thing. Like I think the only way you would have seen it is like, it took me, I was missing certain lectures a lot more. Like, I usually try and attend lectures if I can.
I know you do.
But I was missing a lot more. Like, you were at certain lectures, like third year, which
like,
exactly where are you?
Like,
Exactly.
why are you not here?
Yeah.
And you'd be like, I just woke up. And
It's
I'm
because
what?
like I will wake up on time, 8 a.m. let's say, or 7 a.m. for a 9 a.m. lecture, and it will take me 2.5 hours to get out of bed because I didn't want to face the day which was coming. Like, knowing that I have this deadline or that deadline. And that was the sort of doubt I was having. Like, if I don't finish this dissertation, I'm not going to be able to get a 2-1. Like, it needs to be good. But miraculously, we all put our heads down and it all worked out. So it goes to show what just like trying your best can do.
Yeah.
It's just like hard work. It depends how you just put it down. Like, we all just put the effort in the way we knew how.
Yeah.
Like, you dealt with the problems you were having. You just put your head down. Like, I didn't have those sort of problems.
Mm-hmm.
I was just like, you know what? Like, no one's going to help me through this. I just need to put the work in myself.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't have problems with it. I knew that if I messed up and it's on me. But everyone's different in that sense.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know, me, I always, when it came to like deadlines and like having to stress about it and stuff, I always don't, for me, it's like if I don't pay attention to it, it's not stress to me. I think if you ever ask Savannah, she'll say the same thing. It's like, I'm always just like, okay, what happened? Like, there's times where I can be very like stressed out, I get stressed out, but there's a lot of the times I don't put effort into it, so it
doesn't
let it affect my mind, because I've let things affect my mind before, and I've been in a very dark place before
because of
letting things bother me and letting things play on my mind. An issue is there. An issue is there for you to be tested. For me, that's how I take it. One way or another, I'm going to come out the other end. Innit?
Yeah.
So I might as well go through it with a smile, innit? So for me, I just whatever.
Good way to look at it, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm not saying it's the easiest thing to do, but for me, I have, some people might meet me and think I have this attitude about me where it's like I don't give a shit about anything.
Yeah.
It's like I just don't like pinpointing things constantly. Yeah. I just
to put
even
weight.
like even with my days, I don't like planning my days.
Yeah.
Like what am I going to do at this point, that point, that point. I like just to wake up and go with the flow.
Yeah.
Because I feel like too many boundaries. I feel like suffocates me. So I just don't want.
I just don't think about
so you don't think. I just let things happen, let things roll.
And of course, that very thing is the education system is very suffocating.
Yeah.
It's
so
like be here,
but you need to
this time, be there that time.
But you need to not pinpoint yourself on it. You need to give yourself freedom within that.
Yeah.
Find your standing point within what you're doing.
Yeah.
And kill it. Go for it.
Agreed.
Literally.
Agreed.
That's what I would say.
Yeah.
I agree.
That's why I don't stress.
Just see mine.
Yeah, literally. Same. I literally saw the eyes.
I could just see you trying to be so serious, and I just look behind you and just there's Maya sleeping.
I've made them stay quiet today because of the podcast. All right, so what we're going to move on to now was so this is the big one now. What are we doing now that UCL has finished?
Yeah, so now we've all graduated.
What does that also mean for the podcast?
Yeah.
So should we start off with what are we all doing now that we've graduated? Start with that.
Yeah, so obviously, as you all know, we all obviously graduated on bachelors for information management for business. All did well. During exam time, we did a video on doing a master's, because we were all thinking of doing a master's. I applied. Bilal applied. Well. Shuhan did not apply. I think from then he had more of a clear mind on like what he wanted to do. I got an offer for my master's in entrepreneurship, and I ended up taking it. I did really, really like dilly-dally on the offer. I wasn't sure whether I wanted to do it or not. It's gotten to the point now where like my student finance is so low and I had to pay a £2,000 tuition fee deposit. That's a requirement for certain master's programs, and I wasn't sure whether I wanted to dedicate a lot of the money I had to that. But recently I decided that I'm going to do the program because I want to set up the mental health business that me and Shuhan started. I'm working on in second year. So I'm going to be starting that on the 23rd of September. So that's what I will be doing for the next year. Masters in entrepreneurship.
Whenever you need any sort of help,
you guys are there.
Bells us.
Yes, we'll do.
I'll be here.
So that's what I'll
congratulations to you, Josh. Well
Thank
done.
you so much
For getting into entrepreneurship.
Thank you.
Another year of blood, sweat and tears for you, man.
Another year of blood, sweat and tears, which you'll get to follow me on.
This time it's exciting for you though, because you're going to be at Canary Wharf.
I'm going to be based at 1 Canada Square, literally the Canary Wharf building, which is where the School of Management postgrad course is based. So I'll be setting up a business there throughout the duration of my course, which will be September this year to September 2020. So yeah, you guys will get to follow the journey throughout, basically. So yeah,
it'll be very exciting.
It's going to be exciting. Yeah,
very
excited for it.
Excited to see how you progress, Josh.
Yeah, same. Another academic milestone. I'm done after that, I promise. Like, no, I'm not doing a PhD.
You're gonna be like, I'm doing my PhD.
No, there's no way. If you try to see me apply for a PhD, stop me. Break the laptop.
The glasses.
Yeah, literally break the glasses, everything. Yeah, literally. Don't let me do it. Get a job in it. Get it right now. Yeah. So yeah, that's what I'm doing.
For me, I applied for the Masters in Entrepreneurship as well.
Yeah.
I went through the whole process, the whole video interview, the letter, everything. Yeah. And in the end, I was like, yeah, I'm not doing that anymore. I got accepted.
He's backed out, yeah. But I sits in his bedroom. I'm not doing it
anymore.
No.
I just saw the timetable. I was like,
I'm just not having it.
I'm not having it, mate. Another grand on TFL, mate.
Yeah, innit, for real. Innit, that's what I'm already stressing about.
That's insurance.
Let's ride a bike.
Yeah, literally. Yeah, honestly, Uber bikes. Shout out Uber, bro. For real.
But yeah, like I got an accepted offer, and I went away on holiday, and I came back, and I was like, look, this is not something I want to come back to.
Yeah.
Like, I don't feel like. We were talking about this earlier, actually. Like, I had like last week, I had like a little panic, and I was like, what am I doing?
Yeah.
Like, am I sure I want to keep going with what I'm doing now, or do I just want to take the offer
Yeah.
and be safe in like the educational route? I'm not saying it's a safe route,
Yeah.
but I'm saying for me, because I was panicking a bit, like, should I keep going and like keep pursuing this, like my entrepreneurial, like actual in real life practice?
Yeah.
So I got over it, and then I'm doing a course I did a course in something that Shuhan does already. I'll let you speak about that in more detail because you know more. But it's in the property world, because that's where I've always wanted to be in. And at the same time, I'm keeping biculture alive. I'm keeping it going. Trying to get in clients now on all social media platforms, speaking to people offline and online. And that's where I'm at now. And like, I'm happy that I did keep it going. Like, if I did quit last week, then I wouldn't be satisfied with myself as I am right now. I'd be in a different kind of mind frame.
Yeah.
So I'm happy I did make the same choice and sticking to what I want to do. And that's what I feel like some people need to do. You need to take a risk sometimes. If you feel panicked, sometimes it's okay. Sometimes it's good to feel like that kind of pressure on yourself, because then it makes you do things that are right for you.
Mm-hmm. And especially after graduation, every graduate that leaves education will lose that sense of security and feel like they're taking a risk with a job, because they don't know what it's going to be. They don't know what the working was like 9 to 5 until you're 65. There's so much that can change. So, I think it's crazy. Like, and it's good that you took that step in it. Like, even if you're not going to do
it's just
masters.
even more scary that like me and
so
we're not going to like a 9 to 5.
Because it's so real.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
literally you're going to be working on a business as well.
I'm working on my own business,
But outside of
and, like,
academia.
outside academia,
And I'm working on a business within the constraints of academia.
But like, I'm doing it outside, no 9 to 5, no guaranteed wage at the end of the month. It's whatever work I put in is what I'm going to get out of it. So it's like a money for time kind of thing.
Yeah.
So like, the money I make is based on the time that I put.
Yeah.
It's not like a 9 to 5 where it's time for money kind of thing, if you think about it in that concept.
Yeah.
So that's where it's even more like scary, and that's why I panicked a bit. But I guess I'm okay with it now. Like, I'm young, so I'm
good.
willing to take that risk.
Exactly.
And that's what I feel like some people need to
At the
do.
end of the day, if you went to, say, do entrepreneurship and you didn't do what you're doing right now, or if you went into a normal job and you didn't do what you're doing right now, you'd always think to yourself, what if?
Yeah.
At least tomorrow, if this doesn't work out and you go and do entrepreneurship or you go and get a job, you can sit in your office or sit in the lecture hall and say, I tried.
Yeah. And you already have a starting basis as well.
So that's what I will say is, at least you're not going to live your life with a what if anymore. You're going to live your life with, I've tried, and if it's successful, well, there you go.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like, we spoke about this, I swear, from like first year.
Yeah.
We would always be like, when we're done, we're going to start our own businesses and like live that life of being an actual entrepreneur and not doing a 9 to 5, because like a 9 to 5 is okay, but like, I guess for something like, for me, I like to like hustle. So I'll work 24 hours in a day and be happy with myself. But like working 9 to 5, I just don't feel like I'm more of I like to be creative in a day.
Yeah.
I like to like use whatever someone else thinks is useless and make it useful. That's how I think.
And then Shuhan, what are you doing now that we've graduated?
So we all spoke about applying for entrepreneurship together, and we went to the meeting in Canary Wharf. For me, it came down to a financial standpoint.
Yeah.
For me, financially, with how it's personal, but like how my family situation is and how the responsibility I need to take on with the financial aspect of my family, it wasn't worth it for me to go to university for another year and do an entrepreneurship masters. I kind of need to make money now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm not trying to say money is motivating everything I do, because what I'm doing right now, I love it. So I'm doing what I love. But like a financial aspect really did play a role in me not taking on another year of, uni. It's like, so now I run 2 businesses, SO Apartments and By Symbolize.
Yeah.
I got this opportunity because I met someone, very lucky, through Saran. So Saran's mum actually, she's taken me under her wing. I used to do works, we stay in the city on a weekend and stuff. and me and her mum have built like a great bond.
Yeah.
Like literally, we get on with work and stuff. And luckily, because she's changed my life. Literally, my life is different now. She offered me a chance to set my own business up and work alongside her now. So which lets me stand on my own 2 feet.
Exactly.
So yeah, without her, like me running a business
wouldn't have been possible.
100%. No, I'd probably right now be writing CVs and doing interviews.
Yeah.
And that's hands down. Without her, I wouldn't be doing what I'm doing right now. Guaranteed. Not even if I tried by myself.
Exactly.
Like,
and you're making a headway with the business.
Yeah. It's because of her. So I'm not going to take any of that sort of place. It's literally, and obviously thanks to Saran. Yeah, peace sign over there. So yeah, through that I've started my SO Apartments business. Doing great. I think I'm doing amazing. But like again, you were saying it's not a 9 to 5.
Exactly.
It's from the moment I wake up to the moment I can go to sleep is I'm working.
Yeah.
I'm working. So like I'd be out 7 in the morning, back 2-3 a.m. because I'm setting up an apartment or something, or at a meeting, or doing this or doing that, which is scary because I had this conversation with my dad. It's like I'm not at university anymore.
Yeah.
And my dad even mentioned to me, I was like, Alifa's got her, like my sister's called Alifa, she's got her timetable, you haven't got yours yet. I was like, yeah, I know, because I'm not a student anymore.
It's crazy.
So it's been scary.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say it's been like, oh yeah, I've started a business, I'm still in business now. Like, it's been scary. Like I'm not at a university, so I don't have to be at lectures, and I'm not at a job I'm not expected to be at 9 a.m.
Exactly.
That is for me.
And we've always spoken about how we don't feel like we're fit with the traditional working.
I don't
working
think
structure.
My family background is the same thing. My dad, business.
Yeah, he started a business.
Businesses. My whole family, my granddad businesses, like everyone in my family is literally, they've started their own business. So that's what I've grown up around. So I've grown up around my dad.
It's around the hustle, isn't it? Doing
a hustle, and I've just seen that, and I haven't seen my dad go to a 9 to 5 or go and do a job. That's just he's done his own thing. So that's why this is a passion. So like every day that I wake up and I do it, I don't personally see it. It's a cliche thing to say you don't see it as work because you don't. Yeah. But honestly, I don't see it every day I wake up like
because you enjoy it. It's like a passion kind of.
It's definitely a passion, and like
it's like some footballer playing football.
Yeah,
it's like
because you love it.
For them, it's a passion.
Exactly.
It's like same thing in any other industry. As long as you have a love for it and like the work you're doing is something different to then work.
Yeah, exactly.
It becomes a passion. Which you don't mind waking up for. Or
100%.
sleeping 2 hours for, sleeping 5 hours for, going to work. And like running around doing random errands.
100%.
Yeah.
So yeah, that is me, just to keep growing the business I have going. So SO Apartments is up and running. I've got apartments going with that, and that's going on. That's running. We're looking at more potential apartments. Symbolize, on the other hand, it's a marketing firm for property people, because I've got a lot of people that came. I go to like a lot of these events, and a lot of people come forward and say like, oh, how do you do your social medias, blah, 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 this and that. So I saw a gap in the market.
A company for it, yeah.
So that at the moment, because SO Apartments taking up so much of my time, it's a slow burner, but I've got people waiting, so I'm just trying to get everything set up and my packages sorted, and then
before you work on the marketing side.
That would almost be like a little side thing I can do alongside.
Yeah.
So SO and Stay in the City are the two businesses I'm working on at the moment. Those are the main focus. And then it's symbolized on the side. But yeah, that is my year. It's gonna be me just working on the business.
And then buy culture for you.
Yeah, buy culture. And similarly in property, I'm looking at some new avenues of how to exactly get into property, because it's a difficult market right now. Yeah. Especially with Brexit, like probably around the corner.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of things to think about, like the value of the pound. Are people going to buy property? Are people going to rent? That's like all these factors that you need to think about before you can actually jump in and make an investment.
Very true, yeah.
So that's what I'm doing now. I'm sorting out my game plan for the next year with buy culture, like as well, like you're doing similarly. I'm trying to sort out packages and setting up meetings with people, and it's all a process. But because now I'm out of uni, it's like I can put my time into it. And that's what I tell people, that like people that DM me are like, do you do this? Do you do that? I'm like, look, I'll put 100% effort in because this is my life now. Yeah. So if you want to work with me, I'm going to put 100% in for you. So that's why people are more happy now, because like now there's no more universities similar for you.
Another thing, have you because you're doing similar to what I'm doing, have you you've spoken to clients, right? Yeah. So have you had that that roadblock sometimes where you want to ask someone else, what do I do in this situation, but there's no one else because it's on you? Have you had that? Yeah.
Like what kind of?
Like, you know, when someone asks you like a serious question about what's happening in the, like, I don't know, for instance, in the apartments,
Yeah.
there's been some guests have asked questions which I need to make the decision on the spot now.
Yeah.
And I've just like panicked. I'm like, oh damn, like who can I ask? I
Yeah.
can, obviously I'm lucky enough I can ask whoever the person
Yeah.
I'm in business partner with, but like I've had that moments where I panicked. I'm just like, is there
You
no one
don't know
higher
what to
up than
say,
me
yeah.
that I can ask?
Yeah.
Can you help me out right now? It's
Senior
like,
management.
yes, that's what I've had. I've had that quite a few times
Yeah.
with like guests and like when we meet like estate agents and landlords. Is like they'll ask me sometimes a question. I'll just be like,
Yeah, you don't know.
But
Yeah.
that's the thing. That's like the process
I'm
we're
still
going
new-
through now.
still
It's
new to
learning.
this.
It's
Yeah.
the learning, bro.
yeah, I'm
Like,
so new to this.
that's
Even
it's
after
it's gonna
academia.
trip you up.
Yeah.
Like, definitely, it's gonna trip you up. It's
That's
gonna-
what I've had.
Yeah.
And did I tell you guys about I told you about in the Canary Wharf podcast when there was that week where I lost a lot of motivation.
Yes. Yeah.
I think I told
Yeah.
you.
You
that.
said. Yeah. You said.
I lost a lot of motivation to get up and like, I didn't make it like an evident thing that I lost motivation. It was just within me. But I remember I'd wake up and I'd just be like,
Yeah.
I'm like tired. And this was a shock because it was my first apartment I just got and was a setup phase. But like, I lost motivation to do what I was doing, kind of thing. But like, then
And
I had
it
to
will-
remind
and it will
myself
happen.
why
Yeah.
I was doing it. But like, I had a roadblock one time.
Yeah.
I did have it.
And it will continue to happen.
But every time it happens, I remind myself why I'm doing it, why I love it.
Exactly.
And I get over it.
And I think in general, it will be interesting to see, like, we've all followed our pathway in business from BTECs to uni to practice, in that you're both setting up businesses. I'm going into postgraduate education to try and set up a business. Whether it will be worth it, I don't know. But I guess you'll be able to see within the next year the process of each of these. Like, if you guys want to see us, if you guys want to follow the process of all three of the businesses, all four even, let us know what you think about like having a series on that, on like a day in the life of setting up property business, or whether it's by culture, SO apartments, or Minds Matter for me. But yeah, I think that'd be cool.
How's House of Sheba going?
House of Sheba is good. So House of Sheba, the only problem we're having, so it's about 5 of us at the moment. It's me, my 2 older brothers, my cousin, and a family friend of ours called Scott. And the only problem we're having is finance. We're all working, but with many other financial commitments, finance is what's really holding us back. We were supposed to have done a promotional photo shoot, but we didn't manage to do it at the time. But we're still supposed to be launching this year, which is still going to happen. And we still have a company that we want to launch with, so that's still going to be going.
Yeah, that's good. Well, I hope everything.
Yeah, man. Hopefully,
Yeah.
for all of us,
Hopefully we'll
God
go as
bless,
well.
everything keeps going on, man.
Everything keeps going up and up and up.
But wait, to answer
Exactly.
your question, I haven't had no hiccups yet.
You haven't.
Because I'm still like
Oh, you're in the process.
on my way up,
Oh,
innit? I'm
okay.
still in the process, bro.
So when you have it, like message me, because there are
I'll
times.
send you a voice note.
There are
dying.
times, bro, yeah, when there would be like, it wouldn't even have to be necessarily with even talking to someone. I'd have to do something regarding taxes or regarding something else, and I'd literally just be like, I haven't
have
done
no
this
clue.
before.
Yeah.
Who is higher up than me? Who can I ask?
Yeah.
Somebody help me right now. It's like,
And again, it's that
it's scary.
age-old thing of people saying like they don't teach you taxes in school. Up until the point you leave university,
No, they-
you still won't
to put
get
it
told
on yourself.
about a lot
But
of those
look,
things.
Are you recording now?
Little bit of a
A
hiccup.
little of a technical hiccup, which we haven't had, but don't worry. We might as well have all the problems in the season
Yep.
finale as well.
Let's keep it to
So
season
what I
1.
was saying is, we're talking about taxes and blah blah. Is I went to university. Yes, I support education and whatnot,
Yeah.
but university doesn't teach you how to run your own business or start your own business. It teaches you how to go work for somebody else.
Yeah.
That's what I've realized.
Yeah.
Because I believe I've been doing university.
I've been doing
Education.
I've been doing
You've been up
business
education.
since first year sixth form.
Yeah.
And I've done a 3-year business degree. And there's a lot of stuff that I've had to deal with and do.
Sorry.
If this was anywhere else, bro. There's a lot of things I've had to do, yeah. Where like, I'm like, bruv, I've done business for this long and
For
I
5 years.
don't know this. Like,
Yeah.
what like, if you're going to uni and you want to start your own business, do work on the side, I would
Yeah.
say, because there's a lot of things. University's going to teach you how to go sit in someone's office, 100%.
Yeah, 100%.
That's what I would say. That's my final words to wrap up.
Yeah.
Walk one with us.
Well, go on with us.
But yeah, the final part of this was also what happens with the podcast now. People want a lot of people have asked, like, you're obviously graduates now, not uni students, so
yeah. So what's happening with the podcast now? So right now we're still going to be heavily working and involved with university. I'm still at university. We've already made collaborations with certain societies, and we'll still be in contact with students that we know that are still there, who have amazing things going on or amazing student experiences. So we're still very much so in education.
Like a lot of sites from UCL.
Exactly.
Like mainly UCL, but we have plans to go expand to other universities as well. So if you're watching from another university and you want to collaborate with us, then we'd be happy to hear from you. So if you want to give us a DM
for sure,
or comment below, and we'll see how we can get in contact with you.
We'll post more information about this.
Exactly.
Yeah, we'll post more information.
As well as that, we're moving into post-uni content. So we'll be, as we said, if you want it from us, like day in a life of setting up businesses. So you'll be able to see our progress throughout the year, either through academia or these guys setting up their own businesses. So that's there. So we'll very much still be producing the same content with a lot of new stuff and cool stuff coming. And we'd love to hear what you guys want to see as well on top of that. Any YouTubers or anything.
We want to get the listeners now more involved.
Yes, for sure.
We want you guys to like be more of a part of it rather than just consuming what we have to say to you. So we want your voice to be heard now. But yeah, season 1 has been very good.
Yep. Ended on a high.
Can't wait for season 2.
Graduated. Season 2 coming.
And like, it's exciting things coming. It's not over.
That's not over.
What it is. It's not over. But like, that is a season 1 in a nutshell from start to finish. Hope you guys enjoyed it. And thank you for
thank you so much.
The views throughout season 1, all the watch time minutes and all the subscribers.
All the congratulations for graduating. Everything. All of it. We're so thankful for you guys because you've kept it running.
Yeah. Basically. So we'll catch you guys in season 2.
Thank you so much. Catching season 2.